Hey everyone, April here, and we have another Marvel Legends series figure to look at, and it's teamed up with Magic the Gathering with Marvel Spider-Man, and it's going to be Agent Anti-Venom. So this is the third one out of the four that we'll be looking at. One more to go. So, comes with a collectible card. He's got two weapons there, another one down here, some extra hands, and oh, actually, I did not notice this before when I got him. I didn't notice those tendrils back there. That's pretty cool. And over here, just a picture of him. Here, just a headshot. And in the back. So, we just see Spider-Man, Man-Wolf, Agent Anti-Venom, and Mary Jane Watson. So, let's go ahead, get him open, and take a closer look. Alright, so here's Agent Anti-Venom. So, what does he come with? Well, obviously he came with that nice looking card. Nice foil. And it looks like it takes 5 planes to pull him out. He's a legendary creature, symbiote hero. And let's see, when Anti-Venom enters, if he was cast, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If damage would be dealt to Anti-Venom, prevent that damage and put that many +1/+1 counters on him. And he's already at a 5/5. Cool, and he is number 1 of the promos for this. Okay. And he comes with a slew of accessories. So we've got tentacles for his back. They're cool, but I have, my gripes about it. We have little blast effects of I think he's supposed to be, because it's green, so it can't be from regular ammo. I don't know much about Agent Anti-Venom. I know Anti-Venom, but not with Flash Thompson here. Usually, I'm always used to Eddie Brock being Venom or Anti-Venom. When he took over as Venom, I was like, I don't like it now. Granted, Venom has had many hosts, but Eddie Brock is always the main one. And then we got these two just little smoke effects. Then we have a little pistol. And we have 4 other pistols that have been quite upgraded, I would say. So you got these ones which have an extra long barrel attachment. Then you have these which have the barrel attachments and an extended mag. I'm saying the terms right? I had a pistol permit, I just don't know the terminology for anything. And then we have 2 different sets of hands that he's not having on. So we got the cool clawed hands. Not like how Venom would normally have sharp fingers, but just grabbing stuff. And we have fists. So the effects do look pretty cool with the weapons, and they all seem to have little hole in muzzle, so you can just put them on anyone. It doesn't matter which one. But the holster is really only good for the small little sidearm he has. But that does look good. Now, what I was trying to say before, which I totally forgot. Green. Is it because he's Anti-Venom and he's shooting his anti-symbiote stuff? Is that it? I don't know, because I remember Anti-Venom just had to touch people to have the effect happen. So, I don't know. Or this is just their way of doing it, because it's a toy for children. So it's like, let's not have it be, realistic. I don't know. But the guns look great on him, even though I don't know about the blue. Then again, they probably didn't want to go with black, because it would be too realistic. Now let's talk about these symbiote tendrils. They seem cool. Unfortunately, they're a softer plastic, so you can bend them, but they don't stay. They just go right back to whatever position they were in. There's no wire in there or anything, so that kind of sucks. You can't really do anything with them. They're just there for show. At least with Mary Jane Watson as the Iron Spider, we were able to see, the arms could move and everything. Oh well. I mean, they still look cool. Like I said, they just have no functionality to them. Maybe. Maybe it does. I just thought of something. Because I see this one here, and it almost looks like a hand. So, let's see if this would work. Oh my god. Huh. Interesting. I'd have to say, very interesting. Although I don't think that's going to work with the other one. Oh, no, maybe it will. Let's see. Oh my. Is this how it's supposed to be? The box doesn't show anything like that. But it's working for the most part. Oh my. I really didn't think this was going to be a thing. Oh my god. You can put... Oh, except for this one. This one is an odd one. I don't think it's going to hold anything. Yeah, that just kind of... Yeah. But these three are perfect for holding them. Oh, wow. And I guess it's... Because, you know, he still has two hands. You could put one here and then the small one there. And the one that's in the holster here. It's a snug little fit. But it's not hard to get out or put in. But once it's in, you know, it's not going to go side to side or anything. You can tip them upside down. Nothing. But it comes out super easy when you want it to. So, Agent Anti-Venom has this, you know, the cool spider logo with the legs going up through the back. And they, like, combine. Well, let's take this off. Just a little peg hole is how it connects. Yeah, so the legs connect from the front to the back. You see ones here go over that way. Very cool. Well, it doesn't really connect right. You'd have to, like, move it around. Yeah, it doesn't quite. But the top ones match up. Very cool, very cool. We see all the, like, pockets on his belt. He's got quite a bit of pouches. He's got 6 of them. Nice metal buckle, it looks. He's got straps around the legs. Only one holster, though. You'd think he'd be outfitted to hold more. But he's got, like, little spikes on his forearm, armor, and on the shoulders. I like the feel of those. And then on the legs. Very cool. The figure looks very cool. I like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. Although I have to say, with, what's the other one for the set? The last one? Man-Wolf. I kind of got that one just because I had the other 3. I had to get that one too. Plus, I wanted the card. But, who knows? Maybe I'll like the figure once I open it. But, very cool. So, Flash Thompson, if you don't know, he's paraplegic. His legs do not work. But, with the Venom and the Anti-Venom suit, it gives him his mobility back. And then, you know, the government has him working. Is it the government? Not S.H.I.E.L.D. I can't remember. I can never figure out all these different groups they have in the comics. But he works for some organization. You know, he goes out and he does things that other people can't. He's friends with Spider-Man. Yeah. And the whole thing with Anti-Venom is his power is supposed to neutralize other symbiotes. But very cool. I like the armor piece on the chest. A lot of cool tooling went into this. Got stripes. I didn't really even... I mean, I see them, but I don't pay attention. But now I am, and that's pretty cool. And it's not just, like, painted on. It's, you know, molded that way. It's like... here. Now, obviously, he's not as big as Eddie Brock's version. Eddie Brock's version looks like quite the beast. And I think it's, like, a lot taller, too. Eddie Brock's. I think his, like, up to there, because... I don't know. He just looks really tall and gangly. I don't know, but... a beast. But he's cool, too. You know, he's just a human. With a symbiote. Now, one problem I would see with this is, because it's a lot of white, I don't know if it's gonna discolor. Obviously, you're gonna want clean hands when touching it. But, yeah. Some toys become a bit yellow. just because the plastics break down and stuff like that. I hope it doesn't happen with this. I like the collar around here too. That's pretty nice. So let's talk about articulation. You got the head. It goes around. He looks up. He looks down and straight. And he does have a head tilt. Nice. There we got the arms. They go all the way around. Now this is connected in between the arm and the chest plate here. But it goes around with the arm, so you don't have to worry. A lot of toys don't do that. They'll have it be like set there. So when you go like this, it'll either break it off or, you know, just not spin around. We can go up. That kind of moves out of the way. Get 90. We can rotate at the bicep. Double jointed elbows. Very nice. And then we got the wrist. It goes around. And it does have a flip flap, even though I kind of think it's kind of pointless putting that on these. On figures that have like weird things around the wrist like this. Because you don't, like, you can get a little bit of movement. It goes backwards more than it can forward. And then we get the waist. You can bend forward, bend back, side to side, and spin around. Now, his upper torso can do that. Lower torso has no articulation. No waist, nothing like that. Oh well. And the legs also do not get a very good split. About there, so it's past 90. Forward, nice. Back, eh. You can rotate the top of the leg. Double jointed knees. And then the feet. Now, usually their feet can spin around, but not him. I got to go this far. And that's pretty much as far as it's going to go. Because he has this, you know, the cuff down there. And forward. And down. Not really. It's kind of like going back into position again. Alright, well that's just my review of Marvel Legends series, Magic the Gathering, and Marvel Spider-Man, Agent Anti-Venom. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. And as always, you all have yourselves a good one, and I will see you later.